Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age Mythology Replay. Small on top left side, or just top side as the blue Gaia, we have DOOMchik. Small on south side as the red Hades, we have Jejenoob, or Jejenoob. Let's go with Jejenoob. Either way, when it comes... Oh, we got some forest being pulled out next to the Sentry Tower to completely consume it and eat it. When it comes to relics in the map, got the Ankh of Ra, does get a bit of favor generation. Local doggos. We do also have some I don't know how to pronounce any name. Sledge removes the favorite cost of your fortress style buildings. That's not bad. Particularly useful probably for Egyptians, which neither player are. Got Thoth's Scepter. Farms are cheaper, which is actually good for both, but particularly for the Atlanteans since their farms more expensive. And we got the Traffing Angerton's Sword. Heroes get lifesteal. 10% lifesteal. We don't have any sentinels being put on the field. Really a good idea to do that immediately, unless you're trying to sort of manipulate their spawn by putting structure on their initial spot, which you can do to a limited degree. Ajax now pulled in the field, trying to pick up some relics. No sites building villagers. Oh, or maybe I'm just looking in the wrong spot because some odd reason the buttons are way over here. We got the Age Up Athena, which give you access to the Minotaur, such as Norm. Does get a heroic oracle deployed on the field. He wants this relic. I mean, heroes getting health upon strike. That's probably pretty good for Gaia. And Atlanteans in general, because you can just spam out heroes. Gaia can't get Prometheans, can she? You get automatons or Caladrias, right? So no users using Valor. Got Oceanus not being researched, which you can get access to Caladria, which gives you a flying healer. And a Minotaur. Norm decides to headbutt that oracle.
Skopos?
Wood chopping research now being researched. Gaia's Force Fire is available again. I think it's one of the few god pairs still retaining multiple charges, so you could perhaps encapsulate more of these sentry towers or some other things. Red right now is maybe just trying to save us sentinels in case he builds a proxy town center. He wants to place it on it instead. Various economic research for Gaia now.
Yoshi.
Skopos.
Yeah, it looks like both players are still in economic phase, so I'm going to resume the speed up. After all, there's not really much to say during the economic stage. Ajax and Norm is advancing way forward. Of course, got another watchtower upgrade. And that one's... Gaia is collecting from these trees. With the trees, does these trees improve the collection rate? Or they just have more wood into them? They have a little bit more wood into them. I don't think improve the collection rate, so maybe a good idea not to go for those trees. These trees may be better. Though I can't really say exactly for sure.
Burek.
Some more of the deer being collected on us, some delicious venison. Ajax and Norm, which doesn't send a map, just to keep an eye on the region. More wood chopping upgrades. Those could play compared to 2. 1.73 versus... where's your wood choppers? There they are.
Yeah.
1.1. So yeah, it doesn't seem any faster. Lodger does get a nice slow there on the scout. Oh, I hear a blacksmith deployed in the field. I think some design for, let's see, I have Hades selected, so maybe I'm for a faster age up. Going for the Vault of Erebus, gives you a nice trickle of gold. Remember as well, the cheat code in Age of Mythology, not sure about Retold, is ATM of Erebus. Medium range soldiers now being researched. Gaia does have enough resource to age on up. Does have a forge. Guess it needs to queue up the actual god. Now have Apollo being researched, getting excellent Manticore, a very fun myth unit versus Rhea, which does give you access to Behemoth. And remember as well, Behemoth has been reworked in Retold, where it does have directional armor or directional damage absorption, but more of a frontline unit. Because honestly, in regular Age of Mythology, Behemoths weren't really good. Is this sound a build, or is just yep, just the Fog of War visual bug? Apollo's now going for, or not Apollo, the Hades player is now going for some Toxidays. After all, Zeus is focused on infantry, Poseidon focused on cavalry, and Hades focused on the archers. And Apollo does give access to, yeah, Sunray, which improves your archers by doing something. I can't remember what, though. We're also going to see the medium cavalry. Right now, red has a military force in the field. Blue does not. That two populations of Caladria. On Jejenoob. There's the Sentinels. There's Carnivora. Does have 20 damage. The Oracle is spotting for it. But the Sentinels are in the region. Destroying the granaries is not a big issue. And getting too close like that instantly killed one of his horsemen. That's probably a bad idea. Should just push forward with the Minotaur and Ajax. And does find the Oracle there. Of course, we got the Trader God power. Blue has, or red has to be very careful with Smith units. After all, he gets his free Manticore, which could be a free Manticore for blue. Blue does have his Behemoth here. Takes less damage when attacking from the front than from the back or sides. So I'm not so sure how much damage resistance that provides.
Bureg.
Red's not pushed forward, leading through some of these citizens. Toxidays doing some good damage as well. And Blue's just not responding whatsoever. Blue had a good village advantage, but that's simply no longer the case. Big loss there by Blue, was not paying attention. Going for copper shields, which is probably a good idea. He's fighting against Hades, who's more in line with the ranged units. Going for the heavy infantry. You now have the frontline heroics. Oceanus reduce the cost of promoting your units. Copper weapons, always quite reasonable. Got the plow. And now Red's trying to transition to a large amount of farms on the field. This is a lot of farms. I'm not sure why he's going for such heavy farms at the moment. He has still plenty of a lot of local vegetation he collects on up. And they're not actively being built. I am not sure what red's eyeing right there. We now have a fortress now being deployed on the field. This was fortified town center for blue. Got a palace here. Of course, the underworld passage could be very useful. We now have the various defensive research for Gaia. So Gaia's going very, very defensive. Trying to click up all the cows as well. They're quite delicious. The red's not playing aggression. There's the fortress being built for a single villager. That's going to take a bit of time. Iron is now on the field. The quadra can quickly be sniped by him. You now have the bronze shields being researched. He definitely does need to get more pierce armor than melee armor, just because of the large amount of... Well, it's Apollo. He's fighting against Apollo. And pierce armor tends to be stacked up a little bit higher than half armor. Villager takes severe damage there. It does go down. And we also got a good... the guard tower is going to be very useful as well. Guard towers, of course, are very resilient to your opponent's ranged attacks. And so it's going to be hard for Red to actually push forward with archers. He needs incendiary, the flaming arrow research, and that's an age 4 research. So we got age 4. We do now have Atlas, which will give you access to the Argus. And with the age up as well, he has 2 palaces, so he can get out some fanatics. The trader ability is still available, so that manticore could be his at a very low cost of free. And there's the heavy range units. They'll just need to get inside this watchtower. Blue's response time's nothing great. Ajaxos go down, Villager gets sent flying. This will likely go down. He only has 6 military units. You look at Argus. 20 ages on up. Argus is now being on field. Destroyers could be good at front lines. They have really high range resist. He probably waited too long to fly a military unit. Serrated swords. I hear some shades being deployed in the field. Citizen gets healed on up. Behemoth can give him a bit more breathing room. Counselor here is garrison of something. And these villagers need to run. Maybe head to the school deposit. Going to the town center there. Doesn't look like he has any like masonry or anything like that. Building health upgrades. Villager does go down there. Red needs to get over there and start defending. Just going for Argus archers. The town center is fortified, so it is going to be hard to crack. And the manticore will not be his. This also affects implosion. Got knowledge age up here, going for Artemis, which gives you access to Chimera. Oh, there's Argus. Does find a decent number of these medium hoplites to keep ripped apart. Argus archers flying away. Do a little bit of bonus damage from this infantry. Number of shades being deployed out, I can hear them. And does take out those units. We may want to get the Colodra in this formation to get these guys healed on up, especially the Argus. The Argus is quite wounded. We got a very large amount of infrastructure supported by red. He has great field control. Got a good number of granaries on the field and those to collect up the farms. Argus has very little crush damage. Yeah, no crush damage. Venus does have good crush damage. Destroyers and Behemoth can make short work of that fortress. Whereas Luzo's trying to fall in the back. There's also Achilles on the field. There's Mythic Age, got another heroic or champion infantry, heavy infantry and champion ranged soldiers. He's going for fanatics now. Over here, do now have the high pass, the counter archer unit, as well as Prodromos, the counter cavalry unit, and heavy Toxidates. He's getting a good number of the Prodromos, which he hasn't seen any cavalry just yet, and that's simple. With our cast division, we know that's simply not going to be the case. We got Athena's shield, which I believe improves infantry more resistant to pierce attack. And now we got the conscription. What's this one here? Devotees of Atlas gives you fanatics move faster and attack faster as they start losing hit points. Large amount of research queued on up. Sunray gives your rangers more damage.
Skopos. Yuji.
We've got a number of shades here. Shades are basically a free unit just for losing stuff. They only take up one population, so they're very spammable. They do have good damage, looks like. 19 damage is pretty good. Compared to these champion Toxidates have 10. Toxidates right now is 16 range. These champion Arguses have 18 or 20 range. I believe the Gastrophetes, the unique crossbow unit for Hades, has like 24 range. They're a pretty good unit. He should perhaps get a queue of them going. He has a fortress for them, and they do scale with your archer upgrades. So he will have champion and Gastrophetes. He's going for more high pass. He's going for some Petrobolos. And there's the champion Gastrofertos. I don't know how to pronounce anything. Up here, do now the Titan Shield, increases the Pierce Armor Destroyers, make them even, and also, wait, minus damage vulnerability to Pierce attack. Oh, that doesn't increase your Pierce Armor. It reduces your received Pierce damage, looks like. These units push right forward, massive conflict. There's Implosion. Oh, that's gonna be nasty. A lot of stuff getting inside of that. There's most to get away. How much damage it's going to do? I have no idea. Oh, apparently villagers can't get sucked up into it. Will these kill off the villagers? These villagers are probably dead. It's still going up 35 seconds. It's going to explode big. Buildings do not go down. Buildings took a bit of damage. And there's a guy standing there. Okay. I don't know why. I thought that was going to do more damage. It definitely does stop conflict there. We got a massive number of heroic units being utilized or being deployed. Got some llamas. They cause nothing but drama, those llamas. Ajax takes some massive damage there. got some high pass. Oh, that's the counter infantry unit. And they just got annihilated by the fanatics. Fanatics are good. They are counter infantry and counter cavalry. Don't see any gastro pelties. Now these medium high pass have a times 5 damage multiplier. Effectively gains them what, 40 damage? Versus these guys, well, 30, which is still quite significant. 200 health versus 105. 1.2 attack speed. Versus 0.75. Granted, this guy is a little bit wounded, so it does attack pretty fast. Quadra gains some healings there. And these destroyers have really high damage, range damage. They're taking like 1 or 2 damage per arrow. There's like a number of shades there, but these shades will get ripped apart by these heroes. And something to be cast there, it is Earthquake. He has aged up, has his chimeras. Oh yeah, he's aged quite a bit of time ago. And the Medusa. Wait, I thought that was. No, that's the hero. Perseus or that did that, not a Medusa. He has the Medusa head. Trades being brought in, but they are worthless against all these heroes. Alright, so overall getting overran. He has 9 military units field. He is trying to go for some more of the cavalry. But fanatics are good against cavalry. Does not have enough favor to bring another round of sentinels, but that probably won't do much, honestly. Gotta recruit some reinforcements here. He's only heavy high pass as well, so not champion. And now his village is directly being killed off here. Red's making his way down south. We got triple Claude right here for healing. Argus getting some good damage there. Got a number of Cold Pass as they anti-counter archer unit. And the Argus is still alive. Does have a decent amount of health regen going. Yeah, I think Red's pretty much knocked out the game at this point in time. We do have this cavalry unit getting some damage on his opponent's villagers. Achilles could be used to quickly take out the Argus, but he did not properly cast him. And Red does back the game now. This is Great saying, keep watching. On to the next replay.